A+ലേക്കുള്ള വഴി ഇനി തനിയെ തുറക്കാം. Subscribe to the ENCLAPS channel. Ring the bell button and open success. It's that easy.
Welcome to the wonders of life. Did you know that there are many microorganisms around us that are invisible to our eyes? The world of microorganisms is full of many features. A large number of microorganisms are beneficial to humans. Have you heard about bacteria, fungus, virus and other microorganisms? Protozoan are another group of microorganisms. Now, what is so special about protozoa? They are single-celled eukaryotes. A single-cell organism means an organism possessing a single cell. Now, have you learned about the two types of cells? Prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes are organisms that do not have a clear cell membrane or nucleus. Another example is bacteria. So, what about eukaryotes? Yes, eukaryotes are organisms that have a cell wall and a nucleus. The best example is protozoa. Plasmodium is an example for protozoa. Which disease is caused by protozoan? Yes, malaria. Malaria was once prevalent in the hilly areas of our country. Now, who are the carriers of pathogen? Plasmodium. Yes, it is through mosquitoes that these organisms enter our body. Strictly speaking, female mosquitoes of the genus Anopheles are the carriers of malaria. The main symptoms of malaria include fever with chills and excessive sweating. Other symptoms include headache, vomiting, diarrhea and anemia. Look at this picture. Do you know what disease is this? Yes, filariasis, isn't it? Common to see in people suffering from this disease today. This disease was also prevalent in our country in the past. It is caused by filarial worms that are spread by Culex mosquitoes. As the worms stay in the lymph duct and obstructs the flow of lymph by blocking the ducts. Thus, lymphatic vessels swell, and this is why the legs are so swollen. The polluted environment is a breeding ground for pathogens. With the proliferation of carriers such as mosquitoes and flies, infectious diseases becomes uncontrollable. In order to prevent the infectious diseases, the proliferation of the bacteria and the vectors should be avoided. It is a duty of each and every one of us to clean the environment. Waterlogged conditions should be avoided so that mosquitoes cannot strive. Dry day is a special ritual performance for this purpose. By observing a dry day at school and home, we can reduce the spread of infectious diseases. We were introduced to many pathogenic microorganisms. Together, we can call them as germs. But are all diseases caused by germs? Now, what are the other causes of diseases? Check out this illustration. This in the illustration suggests that diseases can be caused by nutrient deficiencies, following a wrong lifestyle, pollution, environmental diseases, and genetic factors. Of these, kwashiorkor and marasmus are caused by nutrient deficiencies, which we have already learned. Now, let us get acquainted with the diseases caused by other causes. Genetic disease. Do you know that genes control the cell activity? What if the genes that control the cell functions are damaged? Normal physical activity may not occur. This condition is caused by genetic disease. Now, the examples for genetic disease include hemophilia and sickle cell anemia. Now, let's see what are the specificities of hemophilia. Blood clotting is one of the main causes, which is actually taken place by the plasma. What happens if the genes that control the production of such proteins become defective? Excessive blood loss can happen even in a small wound, and this condition is called hemophilia. Because of this genetic disease, a complete cure is not possible at present. A temporary cure of the disease is found by identifying and injecting the deficient protein. There are social organizations that work for such patients who require special attention and care. Such NGOs take the initiative to diagnose and care for hemophilia patients and to reach out to their relatives and public awareness of it. Sickle cell anemia is also known as sickle cell disease. Now, what is the reason for this? The name comes from the fact that the shape of the RBC or red blood cells in the blood of the people with this disease is the shape of a sickle. Genetic defects can also impair the regulation of amino acids, the building blocks of hemoglobin in the blood. As a result, the structure of the hemoglobin changes and this in turn decreases its oxygen carrying capacity. Now, have you understood about the genetic diseases? Lifestyle diseases and occupational diseases can be discussed later. See you soon with new knowledge useful in everyday life.
3 ലക്ഷത്തിലേറെ വരുന്ന ചോദ്യോത്തരങ്ങൾ ഏറ്റവും കുറഞ്ഞ ചിലവിൽ സ്വന്തമാക്കുവാൻ ഉടൻ തന്നെ ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്യൂ എൻക്ലാപ്സ് ദ ലേണിംഗ് ആപ്പ്.